YouTube, what's happening? It is Saturday, October 5th, but we're going to talk a little NFL for tomorrow on the 6th. So we have 12 games to talk about in the league tomorrow. We already had the amazing game on Thursday, and then we have one game on Monday, which I'll cover on Monday when we get there. And as you see, we have 4 teams on bye week. So we have all these 12 games. We're going to talk about them. We're going to look at the spreads, the totals, the money lines. We're going to look at all the stats and what they've done. We're looking at their schedules, who played who, and then we're going to bounce over to the injury list to see who's out, and then we're going to look at props. And when I do props, we're looking at passing, rushing, and receiving. We're trying to see if we can find anybody that can hit over that and try to craft up a nice little same game parlay. So strap in. This might be a slightly longer video than usual, and let's go ahead and jump to that first game right now. All right, first game is in London. It is at 9:30 in the morning Eastern time. I'm sorry, West Coast people. You have to get up when it's still dark outside. It's going to be Jets in Minnesota. So we can see Minnesota is a 2.5-point favorite, and we have a total of 40.5. So let's pop over to some numbers. The first thing that stands out, last in the NFL is Minnesota when it comes to pass defense. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have him a decent day at throwing the ball out there, it seems like. Other end, Sam Darnold, not so much. Number 2 pass defense for the Jets. Now, Aaron Jones should have success running the ball because the Jets are 21st and when it comes to run defense. So I think he should be able to run some, and it works out game script wise. If Minnesota's up, Aaron Jones is going to run the ball because they want to run the clock. If Jets are down, Aaron Rodgers is going to have to throw the ball because he's going to be down. So we got 2 props just right there laid out for us nicely. We just got to see what the numbers are. Let's look over at the schedules. New York. They lost to Denver last week. Everyone named Mama was on the Jets last week. I was on the under. I said, no way, can't do it. But this week, I think I might be on the Jets. And if we look at Minnesota, they squeaked out a 2-point win over Green Bay, but they are 4-0. And we do look at injury reports. The only thing that really caught my eye was Mosley is doubtful for New York, but other than that, nothing new at all. So let's look at some props. We start with the quarterbacks, then we'll go to running backs and then receivers. Aaron Rodgers, Sam Darnold, 225 for Aaron, 220 for Sam Darnold. We see his numbers. He hit 225 last week on the nose and 281. Now he's facing number 32 ranked pass defense. I think they're going to be behind a good bit of the game, so he's going to have to throw the ball. That's great for that. So I do like over 225.5. Sam Darnold, I don't like. His numbers, you see he's had pretty decent numbers, but he's going up against the Jets' second-ranked pass defense. I'm going to pass on this one all day, so goodbye. Moving on to the running backs, Aaron Jones, Breece Hall, Braylon Allen. We're going to do those 3. I don't care about any else. I'm not looking at quarterbacks running, not these 2 anyways. If you actually run, I'll look at you, so yeah. Let's see, Aaron Jones. I love this one because I think Minnesota will be ahead, and I believe they will try to run the ball. And we know he's the dude because look at his yards. He gets like 18 and 22 carries in his last 2 games. I expect him to tote the rock. And against the 21st ranked run defense of New York, I think he'll have some success. So I love this play. Love it. Look over at Breece Hall. I don't like Breece Hall rushing. Yeah, he's done decently. Yeah, but we know Minnesota has the number 2 ranked rush defense. So I like his receiving yards in this game. Over 27.5. His targets are set to 5.5, and he's had at least 5 targets every game this year. So I do like Breece Hall receiving yards in this one over 27.5. And then if we look at Braylon, he's more of a rusher. He'll catch a little bit, but he's more like going to run. I'm not going to look at his option. He's gone. So now we got the wide receivers. We see what they do. I'm only taking the top 2. That's all I care about. I don't care about your 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th string. Nah. I'm going to take the studs. I'm going to take Justin Jefferson, obviously. Look at these numbers. Dude is a freak. But he's also going to go to the Jets' number 2 ranked pass defense. So as good as you are, my friend, you barely hit your number the last 2 weeks. I think you missed this week. Sorry. So I'm going to pass on you. Bye. And then we got Garrett Wilson. I think he's going to eclipse his number because I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be tossing that tater all over the field. 55.5. I think he hits that. He's been pretty close. This isn't my favorite. I have other favorites, but I do like him to hit this number based on the stats and the game script possibility. So we'll leave him up there. Jordan Addison, again, Jets second-ranked pass defense. Not for me. Pass. Gone. And then Lazard. Yep. Second option. You could do this. I still like Breece more as a second option than Lazard, but hey, if you want to take it, cool, but I'm not. I'm going to pass on there. So when it comes to the plays themselves, I'm going to be taking the Jets +3 when it gets there because I know it'll get there. If not, I will buy it there because I don't care about buying half a point. Some people are against it. I get it. Hey, it's your money. Do what you want. I'm going to spend 10 more cents and get me a half a point so I can give me a key line to push on because 3 is a very key line of football. So I'll take +3 for the Jets. I am going to take this prop. I'm going to take Aaron Jones to hit over 62.5 rush yards. And I'm also going to take Aaron Rodgers to hit over 225. I might take Brees. You know what? I like all 3. So yeah, Aaron Rodgers over 225 passing. Brees receiving 27.5 and Aaron Jones over 62. You take any of those. I like all 3. We'll make Aaron Jones the official one, but I like all 3. So we'll do those next game. All right, game 2 is Carolina and Chicago Bears. I'm going to be honest, this one's going to be quick because this game is cheeks. This game is terrible. So we can see Chicago is -4 with a 40.5. Let's look at the numbers. I mean, brace yourselves, a lot of red. Offense is terrible. They both can't throw the ball very well. Even with Andy Dalton, they still can't throw the ball. I mean, it's better than it was Bryce Young, just put it that way. They can kind of run the ball. They're middle. And then both pass defenses. Chicago's defense is really good. When it comes to points, passing, and total and third down, they're a little susceptible to the run, which is beneficial for Carolina. They should kind of cancel out. So, but there's a chance Carolina might be able to do something on the ground. They're good. They're actually pretty decent at pass defense too, which neither team could pass. So I think offenses are going to struggle mightily in this game. 42.5, I'm taking the under in it. I'm just going to tell you right now, under all day. Let's look at who they've played and what they've done. Let me show you. They're 2-2. They beat the Rams last time by 6, and Carolina lost to Cincy by 10. So, okay. Let's look at the props. We're going right to prop land. Let's see. We got Dalton and Caleb Williams. Let's see what they're up to. I personally, again, don't like either one when it comes to actual props. 319 and 220. Your number's 217. Chicago does have the eighth ranked pass defense, so that is a no. Goodbye. Moving on. Caleb Williams. You have gone terrible, on fire, and then back to terrible again. So the Colts you went on fire against. Now you're going against Carolina, who has the 18th ranked pass defense. Can't do it. Goodbye. Moving on. I got to find a prop. We'll pick somebody. Don't worry. Let's look at our running backs. Oh, Chuba. We see what he's done this year. Dude's running the ball, and that's the one area where he might have some success if you want to take Carolina. If you want to take a Carolina prop, what is wrong with you, first off? But hey, you know, you could. And let's look. He'll stay. He's an option. Now we look at Swift. Swift had 93 last game after doing absolutely jack shit for 3 games. So there's his numbers. What is this? That would be Carolina's 29th ranked rush defense. So we'll keep them on there too. And now let's go to receivers. If the quarterbacks are terrible, the receivers are going to suck just as much. So here you go. I'll show you the numbers, but I'm not taking a receiver. There's those numbers, gone. Let's look. We got DJ Moore. I had him last week. You see what he did? 22. Both pass defenses are not red. So 8th and 18th, I can't do it. Gone. We look at this one. Leggett, 66 last week. Don't care. Receiver, gone. And lastly, Keenan Allen. We'll see what he did. He hasn't done much. So again, gone. So if I'm going to take a prop, it's got to be a running back in this one. So I'm going to look at Chuba and I'm going to look at DeAndre Swift. Do you catch the ball at all? Yes, you do. You do both. And I think little checkdowns might be the move here because Carolina is 18th in pass defense, but 29th in rush defense. I think Swift combo yards over 72.5 might be the move here. And that's what I'm going to take for my prop. I'm taking the under 42.5, and I'm going to take DeAndre Swift over 72.5 here. Actually, let's look at Chuba first. Look at yours. Can you catch too? You do catch a little bit, but the Bears defense is really good. I don't want to go against the Bears defense. So yeah, we'll take Swift to get over 72.5 total rush and receiving yards next game. All right, game 3, we got Baltimore and Cincinnati. We currently have Baltimore as a 2.5 point favorite on the road with a 49.5 total. Let's look over at the numbers. The main things that stand out. Well, Baltimore is the number 1 rush offense since he has the number 25 rush defense. That's pretty much all I got to say for this one because Baltimore is going to run the ball a lot, and they're not going to stop it. They can't run. They shut it down, so they're going to have to pass, which is good for them because Joe Burrow might have to toss that tater around the field. It's going to be kind of like the Jets game at the beginning of the first game I covered. One team can run easily, one should be able to pass easily. So the balls, they'll get moved around pretty easily. So let's keep it moving. Let's see. I'm leaning over, what is the total? 49.5. Ooh. Let's see if that comes down a little bit because I might have to take that over. Let's see what they've done. You beat Carolina in your first win of the season, and you beat the hell out of Buffalo. You beat the hell out of Dallas, but you kind of let them come back. So kind of like Bama, Georgia. They came back, but you still won the game. So anywho, let's go to props. First thing we're going to do is start with our QBs. We got Burrow and Lamar. Again, Burrow gets to face a 28th ranked pass defense. I think he is going to ball out. His number is 257, and it's going to be game script as well. I think it's going to be back and forth. Baltimore's going to run to get 3 yards. He's going to throw. So I expect him to get his yards, but do I want to take his prop? I'm definitely not taking Lamar's passing. I'm just not doing it. Lamar has been trending down. They're going up against the 11th ranked pass defense. When you can just run the ball, just do it. So let's look at Lamar's rushing real quick since we're here, because we're about to go to rushing yards. 122, 87, 54. His number is 57.5. I think his attempts will stay down because Derrick Henry has been beast moding. So I think they'll keep riding Henry and save Lamar's legs when they have to use it. So, and I think Derrick Henry's going to have no problem running the ball tomorrow. So let's look at that. Let's talk a little about Derrick Henry, the King Henry. So he had 199, 151. He's ramping up, and he's a train. He doesn't get tired. He just keeps going. The more he runs, the better he gets. He's a monster. So, his attempts 25, 24. What's his rushing yards? It's 84.5 against the 25th ranked rush defense. Yeah, Henry over 84.5 rush yards. Let me just type that one down because that's my prop. There's my prop. I'm not taking anything else. I mean, I'll show some more. There's others I like. I mean, I like Joe Burrow yards. I love Derrick Henry there. Lamar's rushing. I mean, we just looked at that. I'm not feeling it though. And Zach Moss, no, Baltimore has the number 1 rush defense, but we want to look at his receiving. That's what I want to see. What does he have for receiving yards? 39 and 27. See, this is what we look at these things for, because you take that, pair it with his actual rushing, you'll probably not get much because he's not going to run for much. So let's take Zach Moss off. Let's take Lamar running off. We got Derrick Henry. So now we got Chase Brown. If you want to take Chase Brown, does he catch the ball? No. So we're going to, no, if you can't catch the ball, we don't want you for Cincy, not for your offense tomorrow. Even if they're up, I think they're still going to keep throwing. Let's look. We got T. Higgins. Now, the 2 Cincy receivers we're definitely going to look at. I would definitely, yeah, those might be the move too, because he has 60 last game. I think he's going to do well against Baltimore. If they're down, they're going to have to throw. I think he does great. 52.5. I like that one too. And then we come over here. We got Zay Flowers. I don't think they're going to throw much. So Zay has not done well the last 2 games, you can see. Yep, not great. We're taking Zay off. And then we got Jamar Chase. Yeah, 73.5. Yeah, I love this one too. So both Cincy receivers, Joe Burrow, I like that all. Maybe like a little all together little group parlay if you can let your book will let you do that. Derrick Henry running. I love all those props. My one I'm going to put on here is going to be Derrick Henry to get his yards, and then I'm also going to take that over before, because I think it's going to be a very high scoring shootout. So Burrow throwing, Henry / Lamar a little bit running, and then yeah, over 49.5. If I can get 49, I will take it. I'm not even going to buy it. I just think it's going to sail over. So over 49.5. I'll take that and move to the next game. All right, next up, Miami and New England. Again, a game nobody really wants to watch, but we're going to watch it because we can see is Miami -1 in Foxborough. We know historically how Miami does when they go to New England, right? It's not that good. So, but hey, it's different times, different teams. I get it. So 35.5. Damn, that's low. Okay. Let's look at the numbers. That's why, because it's the 2 bottom scoring teams. You can't get worse than these 2. What a great matchup for us. Oh, it should be a thing of how many times red zone tunes to this game. I bet it's less than 10 the whole day. Just saying. Yeah. Defense is good. Miami's defense passing is 5th. They're 27th. This is trash. This is just a terrible game. I mean, Miami can run. Their run defense is good. Their run defense is good. Their running is actually good. Do I have to make a pick? I don't want to. This is a pass so far. Sometimes you need to pass. Let's just put that out there. You don't have to bet every game. Sometimes a pass is worth it. I don't like the under in this. I don't like the side in this. These numbers are trash. These are terrible. So let's move on. Let me show you what they've been up to. This is what they've done. They beat Cincinnati and lost the next 3. And then Miami, It's been the same way. They beat Jacksonville. Well, it's the last three. So yeah, there's your numbers. Let's look at props. Maybe a prop will look good because so far I don't like anything in this one, and I'm not going to give out a play I don't like. So quarterbacks, we got Huntley and Jacoby. Um, no. New England passing is 27th, sure, but I mean, no, just no, hell no, I can't. Sorry. What's your running yards? How much do you rush? You had 40 last game. New England has a ninth ranked rush defense, so sorry, bro. You gone. Can't do it. Jacoby, you are the worst passer in the league at 112 yards a game. Good job. Let's see, 168 last game. Good. Yeah, you did better, but now Miami has the fifth ranked pass defense. Can you run? Because Miami has a 16th ranked rush defense. Are you decent at running? Rush, 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 rush. There's rush. No, that would be a no. So you're gone. Okay. Maybe a running back. Maybe A-Chain can do something. Maybe Stevenson can do something. I just can't. Look at these numbers. I just can't. I can't. No. Sorry. Nope. Gotta be something. Nope. I mean, sorry. Yeah, you did good, but now you're facing Miami's 16th ranked rush defense. No. You might have a little success, but 41 and a half? Come on. I can't do it. I just can't pass. And then we got Tyreek at 48 and a half receiving yards. When was the last time you seen Tyreek below 50? Seriously. It has been a hot minute. Waddle, I'll just show Tyreek because these are all passes. But look, they can't even give him the ball. I mean, come on, do yourself a favor. Don't touch this game. There's other games on. Leave this game alone. We're going to pass completely and move to the next game. Had to wash the taste of that last game on my mouth. Oh, disgusting. Anyways, moving on to a slightly better game. Cleveland and Washington. We can see that it looks like Washington is a 3-point favorite at home. 43 and a half is the total. Let's look at the numbers. We can see what they've done. A lot of Washington logos. Main things that stand out. Washington third at running and Cleveland's 20th in run defense. So I expect Washington to be able to get some yards there. Their offense is terrible, but Washington's defense is terrible. So something's going to break here, but the main thing is going to be this. Passing is 12th. Their pass defense is 10th, so they kind of balance out. The main thing is going to be running versus run defense. That's the only advantage I even see on the screen for anything. So let's look over at what they've done this year. You're 3-1 with your first loss being to Tampa, and you're 1-3 with your lone win being over Jacksonville. So prop time, let's go. Start off with the cubes. We got Deshaun and Jaden. Deshaun going up against the 21st ranked pass defense if he tries, because it looks like he doesn't try much. They already got him at 210. They're expecting bigger numbers, but I mean, come on. Can you really take somebody who hasn't hit 200 yet in the season? I can't. Pass. Let's see. Jaden Daniels has been just balling out. That's what you do in the draft. You take the number 2 pick. 2 years in a row, it is panning out beautifully. So, yeah. So passing yards for you is at 207. Cleveland has the 10th ranked pass defense. I'm sorry, I can't take your passing yards, but I will look at your rushing yards. You 44, 39, 47, 88 against Cleveland's 20th ranked rush defense. 49 and a half seems high. I don't think I could do that, to be honest. I'm not feeling it. I don't see nothing there I like. So we're going to close that one out too. Let's look at some running backs. We got Brian Robinson, and we got Wearily J. Nails, and we got Jerome Ford, and that's about it. So let's look at the two main running backs. Brian Robinson, who is a little banged up, we know, should be good to go, but we'll see. Rushing yards, had 101 last week against Arizona. Washington does have the Cleveland does have the 20th ranked run defense, so he might have some success. 66 and a half is pretty high, though. That seems crazy. And Jerome Ford is at 42 and a half. We can see what he's done this year. Good numbers. Going up against Washington's 23rd ranked. If Cleveland's ahead, they're going to run the ball, I assume. So maybe we'll leave these two up. Let's go to the receivers. I don't like the receivers in this game. I'm just going to throw it out there. I don't trust Deshaun Watson throwing, and I don't trust Jay Daniels going up against Cleveland's pass defense. So, but we'll look. We got Terry McLaurin, we got Amari, we got Judy, we got Ertz. I'll click them all for you so you can see them all. But I ain't taking them. So if anything, This probably be another pass for me. So, because I'm not feeling nothing. So there's his yards. He had 101 time, but you're going up against the 10th ranked pass defense. I can't do it. Pass. Mari, you're going up against the 21st ranked, but you got Deshaun throwing the ball. So I took this last week, and I think I learned my lesson on that. That's a pass. Judy has been pretty up and down. Again, you got Deshaun throwing the ball. I don't like that. And lastly, Ertz. Jaden Daniels is going to throw the ball, but 10th ranked pass defense lets it know. So for me, we have the 2 running backs, and even then, these numbers don't look good. So I'm going to pass on a prop. It's going to do it. And if I look back over here at the numbers, the main thing that stood out was this 3 versus 20. So I guess Washington by 3 might be the play. But again, if they get down, can they throw? I don't know if they can throw. Deshaun Watson might come out and want to play. So for me, I'm going to play it safe. Again, you ain't got to play everything. Cleveland, Washington, it's a double pass. Next game. Next up, Colts in Jaguars, 2-2 versus 0-4. Jaguars are the last team out to win. So we have Jacksonville -3 as an 0-4 team. Love that. 45.5. Let's look over at the numbers. First thing that stood out to me immediately was how bad the defenses are. Terrible defenses. You're not good at throwing the ball, which is good because you're second to last in throwing the ball. Yeah, so 13th for the Jaguars rushing, 31st rush defense for that. So Jaguars running back prop looks like the way to go for the prop. Outside of that, because you can't throw, you can't stop the throw, you can't throw, and you can't stop the throw. So somebody's going to win that one. I mean, both teams are decent at running, and they're good at stopping the run. So I got to lean Jacksonville in this one, hence the -3. It makes sense, right? We'll see. Let's look at what they've done this year. You're 2-2 with the wins over Chicago and Pitt. You faced teams with no offense and gave them offense, it looks like, but still won the game. So, not the best. And Jacksonville is 0-4. And yeah, 3 close ones and a blowout to Buffalo. All right, let's go to props. So far, I'm leaning if I'm picking anything, I think I'm leaning the under. 46.5. Yeah, they're both good at running the ball. So I think they're going to run the ball, which is going to run the clock, which means the time goes fast. So let's start with our quarterback. All we have is Lawrence. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I don't even care. Yeah, we know it's probably going to be Flacco, but hey, whatever. Let's see. Let's look at your numbers. Your numbers have not been good. You're throwing against the 25th ranked pass defense. You could do this. You could. But this is not what I want. I want the running back. Let's go over there. Let's open up the top 2. Here we go. Oh, Mr. Etienne Jr., 53.5. And you've hit this 1 out of 4 times here, which is fine. I get that. How many attempts do you get a game? You're getting a small amount of attempts. I think you'll have success. I have faith in you today. I think going against that 31st ranked rush defense, I think you're going to get more carries. I think you're going to have more success. 53.5 is a higher line for a reason. And I think they know what's going to happen. So we're going to go Etienne over 53.5 rush yards. And I'm probably not taking anything else on the props because I just don't. We'll see. Let's look at Sermon. I can't do it. I need to see games. I can't do it. Do you catch the ball? I mean, catch, receiving. There it is. I'm blind. Okay. Yeah, we're just taking his rushing yards. We're just going to feast on that Indianapolis 31st ranked rush defense. That's what we're going to go for. So, all right, passing. Both teams on 25th and 31st pass defense, but passing 21st and 28th. So, the highest one's Brian Thomas at 57.5. Look at these numbers. They're just not. They have good matchups, but I just don't like it. I just can't. So we'll ignore. We'll leave that off. And I see we're missing all the Colt players anyway. All we have is Jacksonville, which is fine. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. So I got the prop I want. I want Jacksonville rushing. So now the question is, am I taking Jacksonville -3 as an 0-4 team? I don't like that. No, we're going to take that under 46. So we're going to go under 46.5. ATN over 43.5, I believe it was. Yeah, 53.5 rushing yards. Next game. Our last game of the early slate, we have Buffalo and Houston. We can see that Houston is a 1.5 point favorite with a 47.5 total. Let's look over at the numbers. And the first thing that stands out is, I mean, both pass defenses are pretty damn good. They're both in the top 6. They're both green. They're 4th in passing, so that's a good little matchup. They're 20th in passing versus number 4. That's advantage Houston all day in this part. Buffalo is 30th in run defense, so Houston might be able to run the ball a little bit. They might get some success there. So that might be where we go for our prop, because rushing and rushing kind of cancel out here. But this is a 10 spot difference. So I think Houston might have to be the run option we take there, which we'll see how that works. Let's look over at the schedules. We'll see this what Houston's been up to. 3-1 with the loss being to that blowout to Minnesota. Buffalo 3-1 with the blowout loss to Baltimore. So let's pop over to the props. See what we got. First off, start with the cubes. We got CJ Stroud and Josh Allen. Both teams are pass defense are in the top 6, so I'm probably not taking either one of these. But you can see what they've been up to. 47.5 total. They're thinking it's going to be some points scored. I don't know about that. I think I'm going to have to go with the under is what I'm thinking. And let's open up. Did I not open? Oh, I did not open Josh Allen. Oh, oops. And then Josh Allen, let's look at your numbers. Yeah, you're all over the place. I wouldn't take passing in either one of these, so we're just going to close those out and step away. Let's go to the running, and we'll look at Josh Allen running while we're there. So first thing, we got James Cook for Buffalo. Yeah, I know he screwed over some people last week. That was fun with his 39-yard performance he hit again in back-to-back weeks. When his number was, I believe, some people had it at 40 and 59.5 yards total this week against Houston's 13th ranked rush defense. Nope, pass, go away. Let's pull up Cam Akers, because Cam Akers is going to be my play, I'm pretty sure. 50.5 is your number. Buffalo's 30th in rush defense. So yeah, that's who I'm taking. I'm just going with the numbers. I mean, do I agree with it? No, but we're going to rock with it. So we're going to go Akers over 50.5 rush yards. Now, the only worries I have here is could be a game script, but if Buffalo gets up big, then whatever. If Houston gets up, I'm good. I'm Gucci, baby. I'm good here. So let's see. How many rushing attempts does he get? Let's just take a peek at that real quick. Give me rush. You're not going to show me attempts? Okay. Well, whatever. Don't need it. Move on. And then we have Josh Allen rush yards, which against Houston, I wouldn't touch. But his rush yards, 21, 41, 2. Yeah, I wouldn't touch that. So far as Cam Akers. Look at the wide receivers. Nico, 80.5. I mean, Nico's a beast. Don't get me wrong. Nico is a beast. So, but you're going up against that Buffalo 6th ranked pass defense. I don't know. I mean, your number's 8.5. You hit it by all means. If you take his prop, by all means, I wish you well, but I can't. I can't in good faith. That 6th ranked pass defense kind of worries me. So I'm going to pass on that one. And then we have Stephon Diggs. We have his number for Houston. Buffalo again, 6th ranked pass defense going up. I'm still kind of scared. Pass. And then we have Tank Dell again, kind of scared. So we're going to pass. Did we not have a single Buffalo player? Oh, we had Dalton. Yeah, we had Dalton and Keon Coleman. That was our options. Great. Okay. We'll look at those two real quick. So 2024, 47. That's a no. Can't do that. And Keon, yeah, no. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is what my plays, I'm going to take on that under 47.5 is out there. And I'm going to take Akers over 50.5 rushing yards next. All right, next up, we move to the afternoon slate. We have the Las Vegas Raiders and Denver Broncos. Looking like we have Denver -3 with a 35.5 total. Damn, that's low. Okay, let's see why. Let's look at some offenses. 20th versus 28. Okay, I guess I can kind of see it. I mean, offense is terrible. Whew. All right, defense, pass defense is really good for Denver. Denver has a nasty defense as it is, so I can see why Denver's favored. We'll see. You're decent at passing, but you shut that shit down. You can't run the ball. They're pretty decent at stopping it. You can't throw. They're decent at stopping it. You can't run. They're about as bad as you are. So the only thing I can see anyone having any success in is Denver might have some success running the ball. Outside of that, no one else is going to have success. That's just all I see. So that tells me 35.5 might be too high. So running. All right, we're looking at a Denver running back prop, and we're looking at an under. Maybe Denver spread. That's all we would look at in this one. So let's pop on over to the schedule. So let's see who's done what. You've won your last 2. There you go. Here's Vegas' schedule. You can see what they've done. Move on. Let's go to props. And we are going to the QBs first. Bo Nix and Minshew. Can't believe these are 2 starting quarterbacks in the NFL in 2024. But hey, that's how things folded. So came out. So Bo Nix, 191.5 against the 16th ranked pass defense. Do you feel like taking it? I don't. Next. Minshew mania, madness, whatever. He's throwing up some things, but he's going up against Denver's third-ranked pass defense. I'm no, just don't do it. Don't do it. It might hit, but I don't care. Don't do it. All right, let's go to running backs. We got Madison, we got Javonte, we got a bunch of other people I don't care about. So, all right, Madison, you ran for 60 yards for Vegas last week. You're going up against the 12th ranked rush defense for Denver. Not exactly promising. Pass. Here's the one I actually care about, Javonte. You ran for 77 last week. Now you're going up against Vegas's 24th ranked run rush defense. Your number's 53 and a half. How many attempts you get? 16. That's actually good. I like that. Okay, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this now. So, we'll take Williams. We'll take Jay Williams over 53.5 rush yards. We'll do that. I'm cool with that. Let's look at the receivers because I know some of you care. I'm not touching a receiver in this game. No, but I mean, look, the highest one is Sutton at 49 and a half. So we'll do, actually, no, don't. Even the thing saying go back, don't do it. So, yeah. And now I got to reset the whole damn thing up. Okay. Let's just duplicate this tab right there. And then we're going to take off passing. And then we're going to change it to receiving. Bam, fix it on the fly. There we go. Got the game. Sort it by this. Here we go. Now we got Cortland Sutton. We got Brock Bowers. Yeah, that's about all I want to look at. So I'll get rid of you. Okay, perfect. Cortland Sutton. What? Ooh, go away. 16 and 68, but you're going up against Vegas's 16th ranked pass defense. Maybe. I don't like it, but you might. So, and then lastly, Brock did not do much in his last two games, so that's a pass. So, going back here, the main things I like, looking at these numbers, I cannot take under 35 and a half as a play. Can I? That feels so bad. That feels so weird. I'm gonna pass on that one. So we're gonna pass on a side or a total. But we are gonna take that Jay Williams over 53 and a half rushing yards, and we'll move on to that next game. All right, next up, Arizona, San Francisco. We can see San Fran 7.5 with a 49 and a half total. Let's look at the numbers. We can see San Fran's offense is top 10 in everything. Defense is top 10 in most, except for 15th in passing. So, all right, let's see what we can exploit. So San Francisco, 8th in rushing versus Arizona's 27th ranked rush defense. That bodes well from San Francisco running. Okay, Mason, you're up. Passing, both defenses are in the 17, 15 spots. You can't throw that much. You're just not a good throwing team. You're great at running, but they equal you. They shut that shit down. So yeah, I think San Francisco's going to run that ball easily on Arizona. So I don't see them passing that well. Yeah, that's the main thing I see. Let's move on to the schedules. See who's done what. You're 2-2. You beat New England last week, and Arizona is 1-3. There's those numbers. Washington beat the shit out of them last week. Ooh. Okay, let's go over to the props. All right, Brock Purdy and Kyler Murray. Did it again. Yeah, oh, I saved it. Cool. And then there we go. Brock Purdy. Yeah, your number's 256. You're going up against Arizona's 17th ranked pass defense. No, that's iffy. But yeah, you're second in passing. So I mean, San Francisco could do what they want probably, but I think I want to exploit that rushing because if anything, they're going to be ahead. So it's going to get game script where they're going to run the ball. They should run the ball. So who knows? Kyler's going to have to throw because I think they're going to be behind, but they're 25th in passing, and he's not that great at passing. So, yeah, we'll take him off. We'll take Brock off, too. I'd rather take a receiver before I take Brock, even though Brock throws up them yards, but we'll see. We want rushing. Go back over here. Mason is at 88 and 86. Damn, okay. That's cool. That's cool. I think he's going to have one of them beast games. I think he will. 224. He had 123 last week, so that's cool. He's going up against the 27th ranked rush defense. Yeah, I'm taking it. I don't care. So we're going to go boom. We're going to go Mason. And we're going to go over 80. 88 is the best number I can find. Ooh, 88.5 rush yards. I got a lot of rushing props in this one. That's crazy this week. Because he gets all the attempts too. Yeah, look at all these attempts. It's beautiful. Okay, cool. Who else have we got? Connor. Arizona is 5th in rushing, but San Francisco is 6th in stopping the run. So, not feeling these. Not at all. So we'll take him off. We'll leave Mason though, and let's go to receivers. Uh, ooh, look at the best ones, guys. Ayuk, Marvin Harrison Jr., Debo, Kittle. We'll look at all these. McBride. I'll look at them all just in case, because we might find one. I'm already taking Mason. That's the one I like, but I will show you because I know you want to see them. So Ayuk has not gone above 48 yet, so that's where he is. And Marvin had a great game and is tailing back off again. They're just not using like he should. Throw Marvin Harrison the damn ball. You spent the 4th overall pick on him for a reason. And let me guess, his targets are still 6. Yeah, come on. What the hell? Crazy, I swear. Debo has been, his last 2 games have been pretty decent. 55.5 is his number. The Debo could be a play against Arizona. They are 17th in pass defense. I like the Mason number better, but if you want to go, like you think Mason's high, maybe go with Debo. 55 is pretty good. Pretty good. How about maybe you want a little Kittle? Maybe Kittle's doing some things for you. 46.5. Again, you might get some there. And then maybe you want to go Ayuk. We already saw Ayuk. Maybe you want to go McBride on the other end. Maybe you think, oh, Arizona's going to be behind. They're going to throw the ball a bunch. Well, here's some numbers there too. So I would probably go Debo if I had to pick in the group. So Debo would be my second choice. Mason's my first choice. Purdy would be my third choice. If I had just picked somebody for props, those are my top 3. Purdy passing. For the actual numbers, I am going to go San Fran minus 7.5. Minus 7. What is it? It is 7.5. It's minus 110. You know what? I'm buying a half. Yell at me all you want. I don't care. I want that little bit of insurance so that, hey, if for some reason it's a 24-17 final, we push like it never happened. Works for me. I'll spend 10 cents on it. So, all right. San Francisco minus 7. Mason 88.5 rushing yards. Next. All right. Next up, we got Green Bay and the Rams. We can see currently Green Bay is a 3-point favorite on the road with a 48.5 total. Let's pop over to the numbers. Let's see. Green Bay's offense is pretty good. We know this. Looking at the numbers, we can see, oh, that's wrong. Chicago, Kansas City. What the hell is that? That's a typo. I gotta fix that. Yeah. All right, whatever. So both offenses are in the top 10. We know this from the numbers. Green Bay's pass defense is 23rd. They're 20th. So we might have some points in this game. This might be a high scoring affair. And I just realized the Rams cannot stop the run. They are 32nd in the league. They're right there with Minnesota. That is terrible. Wow. You're second in rushing. So it looks like we're going to be having a Green Bay running back. That is going to be the move here. So let's look at the schedule. Let me show you what they've done. So 24-18 to Chicago, not to Chicago, Kansas City. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, you can see it. Green Bay, they lost to Minnesota, 2-point loss last time. Whatever. Okay, that happens. Pro the props we go. We want to defend. We got Jordan Love and we got Matthew Stafford. I'm tempted to take the over in this, 48.5. You know what? Let me go ahead and grab it before it moves. So we're going to go over 48.5. I think both teams are going to have some success with the offense because the defenses are not as good. So over 48.5. Faux show. Let's move on. Let's look at Jordan Love. Let's see if we can find a good prop. I can think of like 3 props I like in this game already. So this is one of them. I mean, welcome back, friend. 389, your first game back after which your knee is fine. I don't care. All right, and then look at Stafford. Let's look at your numbers. You're good. Your last 3 have been kind of coasting. Okay. So, but you do get 23rd ranked pass defense to throw against. So, but I would take Jordan Love. If you make him pick a quarterback, I'm taking Jordan Love against 20th ranked pass defense with these numbers. Yeah, but that's not what I want. I want running, and I got 2 big choices to pick from. Do I want Kyron Williams, who is slowly ramping up? He didn't do well his first 2, but he's doing better against Green Bay's 11th ranked rush defense? Nah, I want Josh Jacobs. I want Iguodala. He hasn't done much in his last 2 games, but he faced Tennessee and Minnesota. Hey, I get it. Minnesota has a sick run defense. We know this. We just saw it earlier. So I'm taking Josh Jacobs. Yep. I know his number is 67.5 for a reason. 151 against, yeah, I don't care. I don't care what he's done his last 2. As long as he's still getting rushing attempts. Ooh, that's concerning. But this is game script too. These are getting scripted out a little bit. They were up here. I'm still taking it. I'm still taking it. That does, the temps concerns me a little bit. I will say that. But You're facing the number 32 run defense. And I think Green Bay will have the lead, so therefore game script, they should be able to let him run. So if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit, whatever. That's why we don't rely on parlays on everything. You do straight bets. Straight bets, build the bankroll. Parlays are for fun. Fun tickets, lottos. That's how you have fun. So we are taking, what is your number? Rushing yard was 67.5. I'm cool with that. Yeah, 67.5 rush yards. Yep. And we're taking that over 48.5. So that's the plays. But I'll still show off the wide receivers for you too, because I know you want to know. We got Jaden Reed, we got Wicks, we got Tutu, we got Whittington. I mean, I'm not going below 40 yards, so I'll show these off real quick. I'm not taking any of them, but if you want to take Jaden Reed against the Rams' 20th ranked pass defense, you got a couple. That's not a bad choice. If you want to take Wicks again, he hasn't done much in the first two, but yeah, his last game 78. I would take the other guy first. If you want to take Tutu for the Rams, there you go, against the Green Bay's 23rd ranked pass defense, you could. But there's other options. I mean, Jordan Love's my number 2 option so far, and there's Jordan Whittington. You can take his. So my number 1 is going to be Jacobs. If you don't like Jacobs and you just want to go with somebody who's going to pass, I would take Jordan Love for number 2. I am taking the over 48.5 next game. All right, last game of the afternoon slot, we got Giants and Sea Chickens. We can see that Seattle is -7. 42.5 is your number. We already know Malik is out for New York because of concussion. We get that. That's fine. So let's look over at the numbers. We can see number 1 pass offense for Seattle. I took Geno last week and it hit like in the second quarter or early third. It was amazing. So his yard prop was beautiful. So, yep, because he had a great matchup. Today, 1 versus 14. That's a good little matchup. The question is, how is game script going to matter? Is Seattle going to be up so big because the Giants don't have anyone to throw it to now? So we'll see. They can't run, which is good. They'll shut it down. They're great against the pass. They can't throw that much. So yeah, we're taking, what's it, Seattle -6 according to ESPN, because this number right here is from ESPN, but I'm looking over at Outlier, where I get all my props from. Link in the description, get you a free week. It's worth it. And I can see you can get 7 out there if you really want the Giants. So you can do both. So, but I'm going to be taking Seattle -6. Sorry, I got to do it. I got to do it. Got to see it through, my boy. Got to see it. So I'm already telling you right now, based on these numbers, yeah, neither team can run well, but they're both decent. But this number 1 versus 14 is where I'm going to exploit the matchup. This is what I like. So let's look over here. Seattle, their only loss was Detroit in a great game. They won their 3 other games against not the best competition, but still. The Giants have 1 win. It was against Cleveland. They lost to Minnesota, Washington, and Dallas. Close games, except for Minnesota. And let's go to props. So the first prop, we are going to go over to Geno and Daniel Jones. There's Daniel Jones. And say goodbye to Daniel Jones, because we're not taking Daniel Jones props around here. I'm not trying to waste my money. You crazy? I would take Geno throwing, because look at these numbers. Geno threw for 395. That was beautiful. 254. Now you're going up against the 14th ranked pass defense. Yeah, Geno's going to be a choice. So we'll see what else we got. Running. Both teams suck at running, kind of. 30th for New York, 21st for Seattle. They're both 14th and 15th on rush defense, so I'm not really feeling it. But Kenneth Walker was a fucking man last week. Dude was a beast. So, yeah. And the week before that, too. So maybe Kenneth Walker over 72. I can see Seattle being up, and all of a sudden Walker just... Yeah, they're 21st running because Walker hasn't been there the first couple of weeks. I mean, he missed a few weeks. I'm sorry. He missed a few weeks. So his last week, he came back. He had 80. Didn't he have like 3 touchdowns or some shit like that? Let me look. Touchdowns. Yeah, he had 3 touchdowns. So, I mean, yeah, I think Walker's fine. Walker might be a play, especially game script. If Seattle's up so much, maybe Walker comes in just 4th quarter, runs the ball. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 3rd quarter. If they get too big, he might not play because it might be backup. So, only thing you got to worry about. So, if that's the case, I hit Seattle -6 and I'm sitting pretty. We Gucci. So, all right, let's look over wide receiver. Okay, this is where we want to exploit a little bit. I like Walker, but I'm liking Geno more. Do I go DK? Because Seattle's tough because they have 3 studs to pick from for receiver. You can go Jackson Smith, you can go DK, and you can man, what's the other guy's name? I'm going blank all of a sudden. I can't remember. So, well, there's 2. There's 2 to pick from. Even better. Wandale for New York. If you want to take it, I'm not going to talk. Lockett. I'm blind. Yeah, Lockett's the 3rd one. So, but Lockett's the lowest number. We'll look at DK. DK is the big play threat. So, And I think they might get a couple. Yeah, look at DK last 3 games. Yeah, we'll go with DK. So we'll leave that up. And then we got Jackson Smith. What he has done, he had a big game and then a couple. So Wandale for the Giants. Somebody's got to catch the ball. If you want to go with that theory, if somebody's got to catch it, he might be the guy that catches Daniel Jones. He's not. Daniel Jones is going to throw for like 100 or something yards probably. I'm assuming maybe more. We'll see. Game script maybe a lot because he's behind. Who knows? So you got DK who's gone over 103 straight games, 66.5 against the 15th ranked, 14th ranked pass defense. They're number one. I think I like Geno 254.5. Yeah, that or Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker's 71.5. I think I'm gonna rock with Geno again. We're gonna go right back to Geno over 254.5 pass yards. I think that's the way that's what I rock with. 300, 389, 395, 254.5. Yeah, give me 255. I think you can do that. So Seattle -6, Geno 254. Let's move on to that Sunday night game. All right, Sunday night football. Carrie, bring us home. We got Cowboys and Steelers. We can see that the Steelers are 2.5-point favorites with 43.5 total. Interesting. We look at the numbers. We can see, ooh, okay, Dallas can't run the ball, which we know that. Zeke's not the answer, which is good because the Pittsburgh defense will shut that shit down. They're 5th in passing, but the Pittsburgh defense is great at passing, so that's going to kind of like butt heads. They're not going to run the ball. That's just a fact. Yeah, that is terrible offense. 22nd passing, you're 19th at pass defense, so they kind of mirror each other. You can run, you suck at stopping the run. So the only real advantage I'm seeing here is a 16 spot difference between Pittsburgh running and Dallas stopping the run. So we're going to go for the Pittsburgh run defense play when it comes to, run offense play for the prop. So for the side in total, that's so far it's looking like a pass. I don't like any of those. So let's look. See, you lost to the Colts by 3. Otherwise, you'd be 4-0, which is crazy to think. And yeah, Dallas is 2-2. You see their numbers. There you go. Let's go to props. First up, quarterbacks: Dak versus Justin Fields. Starting to look more and more like it's not. It wasn't Justin Fields. It was the offense in Chicago, the play calling and the management. Same things happened to Caleb Williams. So because let's look at Justin Fields first. Dude threw for 312, 245, looking good, 3-1. Eventually they're gonna get ran out of town in Chicago, so because he's looking decent. Dak, see his numbers. 19th ranked defense for Dallas, 9th ranked for Pittsburgh. I can't take Dak or Fields, either one passing. Not doing it. The one matchup is Pittsburgh running, so it's gonna be, oh god, it's Najee. Oh, he's already burned me once. I can't believe it. Okay. Najee, Justin, hell, I might just take Justin Fields to run the ball. We'll see. Okay, Najee, what you got? You ran for 70, 69, 70, 19. Your number is 69.5. What the hell? Okay, Justin Fields, can you run for me, please? 47.5 against Dallas. I almost want to take this, but that's such a high number. Dallas is 26 in running. Oh, and Najee, how many rush attempts did you have? You had 13. Your attempts are going down. What are your rush attempts? You're not going to tell me rush attempts with the QB? There they are. 10. All right. I'm passing on this side. I hate this game. This game is terrible. 44.5 probably. We're going to pass on the side total, and we're going to take Fields of all people over, what did I say for the yards? 47.5? 47.5. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? Let's have a little fun with it. But I'm gonna pass on the side in total. I don't like that. And then if we want to see the running backs, I will show you. The wide receivers. We got CD at 80.5 against the number 9 pass defense. We got Pickens against the number 19 pass defense. And that's it. I'm not gonna show anybody the 40s. So, because it's not gonna be pretty. Pittsburgh's defense should do work, but we'll see. You see what CD's done, and you can see what George Pickens has done. Okay, cool. So, all right. So for this one, we come back to the numbers. Yeah, I'm passing on this stuff. Maybe Pittsburgh, but I just don't trust Pittsburgh. I just don't. I don't trust Dallas. I don't trust the under. Hell, Pittsburgh's defense didn't look great last week, so they gave up. They lost 27-24 to the Colts. The Colts sprung out quick with some points. It was like 14-0 all of a sudden. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll ignore all that. So we'll just pass on that. We'll take Fields to get 48 rushing yards. Best I can do. So that's it for this. We're done. That's it. All 12 Sunday games have been broken down. The one Monday game will get broke down on Monday. Appreciate you watching. If you watched the whole video, if you didn't watch it, you're just looking for picks, become a member. You'll get a full list typed out for you. Other than that, drop a like, subscribe, and we will see you for more football on Monday. Peace.